see. Go to channel. Let's see where I'm at. Wasn't gonna do this. I have no fucking idea I'm doing this. Let's see. Let's see what we got going. It's a little bit up there. A little crooked. Stay in there. Let's see. I'm just gonna do fucking random. Cause I'm fucking bored. Let's see. Let's see how many people watching. Let's see how many people are watching today. Yeah, just out of random. The weather's bad. I got nothing to fucking do. So now I'm on random. Come on. We're good to go there. Let's see how many people actually come on. Let's see. Can I go back? Let's see. Let me go back. Can I go back? Let's do a search. I don't think no one's on here. Oh, wait. Can I do it this way? 3 watching. Out of boredom. You guys bored too? Let's see how many people are going to come up and chat. Just got a shower. I can't go do what I was supposed to do. Went and saw the spinal surgeon today. I got to go back on Friday. Cheers to the people watching. You guys out there that are actually watching watch Sparky Sin. Have you guys ever seen that show? That's some crazy ass shit. Let's see. If I go here, let's just gonna go on it, right? Let me go back, search. Let's see how many people come on. Is it gonna go there? Oh, we got 6 now. It's getting up there. Getting up there. What's up, MT? Dude, I get so fucking bored. It's pouring out here, man. You're the number one biggest fan. Thanks, bro. Dude, I just filmed. I'll have to do it in the other live stream because I didn't bring the tablet in. I just filmed in Nashville. The busiest clubs in Nashville aren't the guys playing the covers of the Nashville songs. It's like I think it was called Tootsie's, where they're fucking playing like Kid Rock and shit. And I'm like, how are all these guys even making it there in these shitty little bars? Like, do they think that they're actually going to be famous? Do they think those are like the best guitar players out there? So I was going to do that on Friday, but I don't know. I just got fucking bored. What part of the country are you in? Is it raining there? It's fucking pouring in Florida, man. I was supposed to go do some stuff. I just contacted Oni Logan from the original Lynch Mob to fucking come do the Legends. I didn't. I shouldn't say I didn't want to. He's an old childhood friend. I know he had his demons. Hopefully he's over them. Let me see what he says. And then I contacted Matt Kramer from Saigon Kick. He's another childhood friend. So maybe I'll have Terry from XYZ, maybe Jeff Blando, Matt Kramer. We'll do some Saigon Kick and Oni, and we'll do some Lynch Mob. Oh yeah, I played Charlotte. That's a nice area, man. I'm trying to think. I played. Hey, what's up, Paul? I don't think I've ever played like a place like Seattle. I never played. Alaska. I never played. Um, uh, I've been in Canada, played there, in some of the other countries, Brazil, Ecuador, some of those. I played a lot of different states in the United States. I've played Puerto Rico. I've played a lot of different places, and it's baffling. And I might be the same way as some of these young kids. No, I don't remember. But there's a stadium close to there. I don't know the exact location. Back in '96, we played around there. It was I forget the name of it. It's probably not even the same name by now. What was that? 96, 2006, 16, 20, 30 years ago. Fuck. Damn, I feel old. You just made me feel old, brother. What's up, Paul? I fucking just bored the fuck. It's been raining here. Went to the spinal surgeon. Oh, it's Grady Cole Center. Yeah. I don't. Was it called that back then? I don't think it was called that. Yeah, there's some of the places are still around. Like I don't even know if like I know the L.A. Coliseum's gone. Madison Square Garden ain't shit anymore. I mean they still have shows, but you know drawing those big shows is hard anymore. You were drunk. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You know, Believe me, I don't remember half of the shit I did back then either. But yeah, there were a lot of places around that. And I remember when I was first starting out with like Expose and stuff, we were playing like China Club and Limelight and places like that. I remember back in the LA days, like Gazari's Whiskey, you know, the Rainbow. What's up, Jerry? I wasn't gonna come on here. I'm just bored as fuck. Bored as fuck. Just bored to shit. Hey, what's up, Sif? Montgomery. I was just saying that fucking bored. There's it's pouring here so bad. Nothing to do. Went to the spinal surgeon and stuff like that. I got to go back Friday. Uh, God only knows what they want to do. Who knows? Well, I just saw Bad Brad stole my what we were talking about the other night. Holsworth or Rye Cooter? I got to go with Holsworth. He's Rye Cooter's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, you hung with Dockin then? What's up, Mechanic Jams? Yeah, I'm just bored, bro. It's just pouring here like bad. I got a roof leak. I hopefully it's not leaking no more. Yeah, I just asked Oni Logan to join the Legends thing. We'll have to see Oni from Lynch Mob. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what kind of condition he is. I'm getting desperate. Yeah, I feel pretty good today. A little stuffy, but not bad. You know, I was some of the stuff like the. You picked up your service truck today. You love Florida? Yeah, man. I always come back. I, I've I I was born in Rhode Island actually. I moved here when I was little. What's up, Johnny Bean? California. Yeah, they. I love California. I mean, it's still nice out there, like Huntington Beach and stuff like that. But I man, I used to love going to New York. I'm here, so you're here. Well, thank you. Yeah. So I asked Tony Logan from Lynch Mob. I'm waiting to see what he said. Um, if I get Oni, I'm gonna get Matt Kramer to play in this thing too. I was like, we should just do for the Legends Childhood Friends tour. Me, Matt Kramer, Oni Logan. That would be kind of fun. Go out with a bang with my friends. I thought about it. It's. I told them we'll space it out. Do 6 shows here, 6 shows there. Who knows if it parlays into something big? That'd be fun too. But my kids on Oculus. I'm sitting there just watching old stuff. Oh yeah, back in the '80s. Yeah, yeah. Robert Sarzo still lives out in Cali. He's got a house here in Boca in Sarasota, but he when I talk to him, he's like, "Man, bro, it's not the same. It just isn't the same." Which is unfortunate because California was fucking awesome at one time. Like to go and the Valley Girl days. Yeah, what's up, Michael? That was some fun shit back then. Yo, ladies, dude, I tell you, back then you got the girls to buy you pizza and shit. My favorite Gilmore solo. That's a tough one too. That's a hard one. That's a tough one. I love almost every David Gilmour solo. I don't think he's ever wrote a bad one. And that was the thing with Pink Floyd. You always waited for that solo too. Oh, Desmond Child, yeah. Back in the 90s. A lot of people don't know who Desmond is. That motherfucker wrote songs for Kiss. Desmond was cool as shit. California is your home. Yeah, if you live, what's up, Tony? If you grow up in your certain area, and you're really familiar, it's always fun to go visit, and you always want to live there, and then you go back home, and you're like, home. Aerosmith too. Yeah, he wrote a lot for everybody. Desmond Child was a badass. So Desmond knew my buddy Mark that was the engineer New River Studios, and Desmond was in um I can't remember the other studio, out of Miami. Oh, Criteria. He worked out of Criteria a lot. Desmond Child. He was a super nice guy. Whatever happened to him? Does anyone know? Oh, he was your manager? Dude, that's crazy shit. What was the band, if I may ask? So you remember Rock City Angels and all those, right? Rock City Angels was like around 87 and going into the 90s, and then we had Oni from um Oni sang in Diamond Rose, and then we had Ray from Spread Eagle. He was in Defiance. And then when Ray left, Ray got the call first to go to New York with Spread Eagle. Then Oni left Diamond Rose and started singing for Defiance. My good friend Ronnie Tompkins was in Dirty Looks, he was the drummer from Defiance. And they all went their separate ways, which was good. When I feel alive, gonna monkey. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what's funny. When I first heard Oni on that, I swore it wasn't him. Oni sang like Steve Perry back in Diamond Rose days. It was like a real clean, pretty voice. You lived in one of the houses he owned, Desmond, block apart. Uh, man, I forget the name of the road. I know where he lived. I've Everybody goes down that road too. Shit, man, it's a popular road too. The name of it. We had a lot of people back down there, around that area. You know, Lenny Kravitz, Madonna. Everybody was living out there at that time. Now you got Ingve. Trying to think. I think Ingve lives on the same road. I forget the name of it. Did you ever bring Desmond into the Button South? Oh, I was. I got done with the touring in '97. Ricky was cool as shit. Did you know Ruben? Dude, Ruben was. I don't talk to Ruben anymore, but my wife's friend Karen's best friends with him and Ricky. Ricky's cool as fuck. A lot of people talk shit about him, but Ricky was cool. Ruben, you remember Ruben? Ruben's fucking cool too. Ruben had that one band. What was the name of that band? It's kind of like a rock band. Shit, dude, I'm just getting so fucking old. I can't remember the things. Pink Floyd was one of the last concerts at the Hughes Stadium in Sacramento. Floyd getting fined and kicked out of the States for playing too loud. I could believe that. And I can't even. Somebody asked me the other day the loudest show that I ever went to. It might have been Ozzy at Sunrise Musical Theater. Fuck, man, Ruben. I don't even know where he's at anymore. Oh, Sergio? Yeah. They always calls him Serge. I think he knew Wyatt too from Lanier. And Wyatt lives down by me. Wyatt's in Deerfield. Chris Mangini from Dream Theaters, Deerfield. Wyatt's in Deerfield. Who else is in Deerfield? There's a lot of people. Sidney Poitier is in Deerfield. He's passed though. I used to know his family too. Then you got like the Clarence Clemens living over in Wilton Manors and stuff. Serge. Did you ever see Serge do that weird flip thing he used to do? I seen him do it once. He walked up to the wall and he was hitting the wall and I didn't know what the fuck he was doing and he ran back and then did like a backflip off the wall. Didn't go so good, but it was close. I've only seen him try that one time. That was man. Where was that? That was at man. What was that bar in Miami? It was not Casablanca's. Was it Casablanca's? What was the band you were in, Johnny? There was another band down there too. They were fucking good called the Drills. Oof. That was an incredible band. Paco, I don't really know him. Oh, really? That's fucking cool. Do I know you? I might know who you are. I don't. I look a lot different than I had long blonde hair, tan, the Miami tan looking. Pat Travers, is he still in Florida? Um, I don't know. Everybody else in his band is. So Paco, not Paco de Lucia, Jaco Pastorius, his brother's son. So is David Pastorius. David Pastorius is the nephew of Jaco Pastorius. David Pastorius plays with. He's a friend of mine. He plays with Pat Travers. Fucking amazing bass player. Young. He's pretty young too. He moved from Miami up in Fort Lauderdale area now. Eddie Trunk? No, I don't like him. I don't like Eddie Trunk at all. Yeah, he went out to Nashville. I know Desmond was working with Mitch Malloy too. And Mitch ended up moving out of Nashville. Mitch lives here in Florida now. I tried to get him for the Legends thing. He's like iffy about it. Mitch is hard to deal with though. He's a nice guy, but he's hard to deal with. Very strong-headed, strong-willed, I guess you could say. Man, I probably wouldn't even recognize Desmond now. 87. I retired 97. I had a good 10-year run. I met him when I was playing with Expose. I don't like Beato either. I've never met him though. He looks the same. He used to look cool as fuck. I don't like Rick Beato. I don't hate Rick Beato, but I think he's kind of a little bit of a fraud too. But it is what it is. I would love to go on Beato's show. I've hit him up a couple times. So let me come on your show. I'll spill the beans and tell the truth about everything. His ex band members manage him, Beatos. So his ex bandmates work for him. One's a lawyer. Oh yeah, yeah. I think Beato's kind of a fraud, and like everything he did, he failed at in the music industry, and then he had that viral video through Facebook, and then what happened was he took Rhett Scholl under his wing out of 200 candidates to work at his studio. Rhett's dad is the third in line at AT&T that is in charge of everything, Capital, DreamWorks, all kinds of shit. Yeah. I just saw that. I want to watch it. He has Stanley Jordan on there. I've talked about Stanley Jordan before being down here. Yeah, he doesn't ask the right questions, but he never. But he knows his theory very well too, but he doesn't explain it right. Like he's not a good teacher. Like he doesn't know how to teach properly. Yeah, he just did an interview with Stanley Jordan. I'll tell you, it was called Musicians Cafe in Sunrise, Florida, and that's where Jaco Pastorius and everybody, Steve Morris, all these jazz guys used to hang out with. And Stanley Jordan, I was in town and a friend of mine said, "Hey, let's go see Stanley Jordan." I go, "Who?" And he goes, "Listen, you're going to really like this." So they had tickets and I went. And, you know, I had the big blonde hair with the fucking snakeskin boots and all the silver on and the cool clothes. And my friends had all their hair done. And I sat right in the front with like fucking 10 guys with these big ass hair. And he was a kid, bro. And when he got up and he played, he was like this, like looking at us, like almost afraid to play. Like, what are these guys doing here? Yeah, Stanley Jordan's phenomenal. It was something to watch. It was something to see. Same thing with Steve Morris and the Dixie Dregs. I studied with Steve Morris after GIT, but I used to go to the cafe all the time to watch him. When I was in town after I got signed and everything, and I used to sit. Rod Morgenstein, I would sit like right on the side of the stage where he was out, like so. Like you're looking at the stage, Rod would be off to the side. And, what was the bass player? Jerry Peak or something like that. But I'd sit near Rod and I watch him play before I got the Winger gig. Fucking amazing drummer. See, Rod Morgenstein from Winger would have fucking been a great drummer for Rush. Holy shit. That would have been something. Or a Steve Smith. Steve Smith would have been a great drummer for Rush. I didn't like the girl drummer that they got. I think she misses the mark. But I saw Brad do a video. Was it what's today? Thursday? Yesterday. He did one about. Remember, I was talking about the Steve Vai thing in Satriani, and it was missing something, and that I like singers. He did a video why you'll never headline or guitar players. Yeah, Portnoy would nail it too. Tommy Aldridge, ooh, I didn't think of that one, bro. Damn, Tommy Aldridge. He got those kicks down. He could have killed that. Tommy. Especially with Whitesnake up in the air with that singer. I don't know how they're going to draw arenas anymore without Coverdale. The face and voice of Whitesnake is, you know, it's like having Bon Jovi without Bon Jovi in the band. Whitesnake is David Coverdale. I don't know how that works. I know he's going to get a cut, but like, what's your draw going to be like? They got to do a new record with that guy. I forget his name. He's a great singer, but they're gonna have to do a record with him to get him out there as the new front man, because you can't just have him. It's like a tribute band. Yeah, John Sykes. I love John Sykes. I met him a couple times. Fucking nice, fucking guy. Nice guy. It was funny. I talked to Sykes when I saw him. He played a park, and I went and I talked to him, and I was talking about Gary Moore to Sykes. John and Gary got along very well. No More D and Twisted, yeah, yeah. Tommy played with, yeah, he played with Thrall, yeah. Tommy Aldrich is a badass. Yeah, that's like Van Halen with Sharon. It just doesn't work, dude. I'm telling you, if Extreme had a better looking singer that could actually sing, Extreme might have went really fucking big. They they were huge for what it was, but like even more than words. Like when I listen to that and then I hear "Love Is on the Way," you just picture if Matt Kramer was singing, because Matt can do all that rap. Matt should have fucking He kicked when Sharon went to Halen. Matt should have jumped all over that Extreme gig. And Matt's singing again, so hopefully, I want to get Matt Kramer and Oni Logan for the Legends things with Terry from XYZ and Blando on guitar with some vocals too. I think this will be really fun. So I reached out and said, "What do you think?" We'll see what he says. And Twisted Sister without Dee Snider is just not Twisted Sister to me. I just picture that big fucking blonde curly hair, man. Yeah. Yeah, and Bad Brad. So Bad Brad did a whole thing on the like talking about guitar players. You can't just shred and fill an arena. You need a singer. I go. He must have been watching the fucking live stream and took that. The next day, he had a whole thing about that. Gwen Ashton, Tech Zach Wild's son, Sabbath, JKD. And Zach told me to check out his Australian blues guy. He's really good. Gwen Ashton from Australia. Huh. Zach Sabbath. That's funny, Zach Sabbath. That's a funny name. You know, I told Dave from Sabbath that plays because his nickname is the Beast. I'm like, dude, I need a nickname like you got. Hey, what's up, Steven? I was fucking bored, bro. Just fucking flat out bored. It's fucking pouring here. I got nothing to do. The PRS, I'm not a PRS guy, but I love this guitar. I just love the neck. It's a little thicker. I don't know why the fuck I just remembered that. I keep saying, somebody asked for that the other day. I'm like, I forgot that. Yeah, it sounds like your shred guitar, right, Stevie? Yeah. It's fucking. Well, the tone was off. Oh, let's hear it now. I'm sorry, I had the tone rolled up. Yeah, I could be a Nashville session player. I got the look, I got the hair. I'm gonna fucking outplay, dude. I'm telling you, I watched Tootsie's today in Nashville live stream. They're playing all fucking rock songs, and then I watch AJ's, which is a smaller bar, and they're playing like "Down the Land on the Fiddle," and people are fucking walking out. I'm like, what the fuck? The corner in front of the Elvis. Which one? The white one? Or the purple? The purple one? The purple one is a Tommy Thayer Epiphone signature. But there's a white one back there. That's my Kiesel. I don't know. I haven't played that in a while. It's probably not even in tune. The Kiesel. And just so you guys know, I spilled the soda all over the fucking lunchbox today. Did I break? I haven't played this in a while either. God knows if this is in tune. Kiesel's in tune. Zach Wild says, you're always awesome, Chris. He always dislikes Uncle T-Bag. Yeah. Nashville ain't fucking Nashville no more. It's fucking Rockville. The clear wood one? Oh, this one? That's a Jackson. I just got that one. The Jackson, I just got you. The funny part is, Jason, I got the red one. I bought a Guitar Center, which is the Gus G. It's the same owner, and then I met in person to get the natural wood one, which is fucking weird. And he happens to be a childhood friend back in the Saigon Kick days. Yeah, I saw that new fucking... Yeah, they sold out of that V, too. The new Shaker V. Bad Brad's going to move to Nashville and become a star. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I don't know. That whole shit... Like, I see a lot of great guitar players in Nashville, like young kids. But they just play well. They got the whole fucking thing wrong. It's not about just playing well. Like if I go to Nashville and I'm a younger me with the blonde hair and the hair like this, and I play the way I do, and I tame it down to a less gainy sound, and I fucking do more of the country licks and stuff, and I'm running around and I'm dressed like a professional. I got the skinny jeans on with the fucking belt and stuff, and the snakeskin boots, and the look like a fucking rock star when you're on stage. You want to get noticed. It's not just about playing. They I'm selling you the Jackson. I want to take it apart and see what pickups are in those. The Jackson, all three of the Jacksons sound good. What's funny is I went on a quick Jackson kick, didn't I? Yeah, and I got three of them just sitting there. Yeah, but this guitar is awesome too. The necks on these, I don't know if it's a roasted maple neck. And that's a Kiesel. Kiesel Aries. It's got nice cutouts and stuff. But I'll tell you, it's this part of it, with the heel, the way it's cut in there, gives you really good accent. I had to work on my country licks to get into Nashville, though. This one, I have no idea. I can tell you. Let's see. It's a little shy of E flat. Supposed to be E flat, but I put new strings on it. I'm gonna tune it back up. not E. I very li- I very rarely play an E. Only for certain country guys. A lot of the country guys that I record for want E flat or just shy of E. Yeah, this is the guitar I used when I jammed with Patrick and Dave when we did like over the mountain stuff. I used the Kiesel. I used the Les Paul. I brought my white Les Paul and the white Kiesel. Is that racist? The white Kiesel and the white Les Paul. But I love playing this guitar. Plays incredible. You can get to everything like it's got really high access. I mean, it's the way the frets are here. You just have a lot of access. I do need to get a new pot though. I've worn this pot out. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite guitars. I I love this guitar. But they'll cost you a pretty penny. Dave Mustaine, he may have. I know a lot of guys record out there. But like even some of the rock country guys and stuff, there's a lot of recording in Nashville. You know, you got Power Station in certain places like that, but you know, a lot of the places now are like in Nashville because of the way the producers are. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. There are certain tunings, yeah, like the 432, they're pleasing to the ear. Yeah, that's it. You know, the government changed the tuning to 440 from 432. That was done around the 50s. I don't know if you guys know that. If you really get into music and you start looking at frequencies, there's certain frequencies that are pleasing, and that will also help you um, with bands live. So like so here's the thing, like a blue releases melatonin. So when you look at certain blues, it triggers the brain to release melatonins, which soothes you. So there's a lot that goes into frequencies and stuff. Yeah, your bodies respond to certain frequencies too. My favorite Randy Rhodes. My favorite Randy Rhodes solo. Damn, that's a tough one too. I like Over the Mountain. That's a fun one. Just the way that just so that whole, the way he moves it, and then he's doing it's a cool solo because you can play it on a Les Paul. Kiko did the record with Megadeth on the outskirts of Nashville, just past the railroad. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah. Well, 432 is just a slight off. It's not quite a E flat. It's not quite, and a lot of bands like Pantera and Eddie Van Halen weren't exactly E flat. They were a little flat of E. Mr. Crowley's cool too. Especially like some of the end solo stuff. With the trilling, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Randy had a really his legato with the pentatonics was great too. I Randy was great. I loved Randy Rhoads. The solo from Rainbow in the Dark. Summertime yeah, that's a good one too. The Timing and Diary. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta go back. You guys are yeah with the way he timed that. Unchained Tonight. Yeah, that was recorded a little. Yeah, Rainbow in the Dark. Do I remember that? Attitude? Or am I just hitting them? Something like that. Show up. Rainbows. The Holy Diver one is a tough solo. I forget that all the time with the. The Holy Diver is a long solo too. Summertime by Eddie Van Halen is really good too. I was just watching, what was it, Black and Blue? He was doing something where he was playing the octave. He was playing like open string. I want to watch that again because it was interesting. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it was really interesting on the Black and Blue. I think it is. That's an interesting song because he was playing the octaves, and I don't remember the rhythm of it. But that I saw somebody play that, and I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. But Eddie did a lot of cool stuff, like when he was doing the. That kind of stuff. Interesting rhythms. Oh yeah, that's a really good one too. The Mick Mars slide work and Without You. That's fucking. Mick is old school. Mick Mars is Motley Crue to me. Oh, absolutely Mick Mars. Fuck John Five. No, he's a nice guy. I shouldn't say that. John Five's an awesome dude. But I thought his best work was with Rob Zombie. He was awesome in Rob Zombie. I don't know why he doesn't just go back to that. You know, but definitely McMorris. I love Mick. Master of Puppets, man. I haven't played any Metallica in forever. I get invited every year to NAMM. I haven't done NAMM since the 90s. And it wasn't, you know, NAMM's been going on for, I don't know, for a long fucking time. Yeah, when I had my endorsements, I had a lot of endorsements with like Mesa Boogie, Charvel, Zion Guitars, Digitech, um, EVH. I still have one, but you know it's the Bearcat. that that you know it, the problem is I hate to say it, I don't really like NAMM. I think it's a bunch of phony fucks. Oh, you go there for to cover it. Yeah, you too. You know, it's like a who's who, and you rubbing arms and mingling and stuff, and then you fucking walk away, and then like I get a phone call, hey dude, he's talking behind your back. I'm like, fuck him. You know, it's one of those things. Frank Marino was one of my favorites too. You know, and that, but you know, the Nam thing going back to like the '80s days and stuff. All the bands were cutthroats, and they all talked about each other. So it like carried over into Nam, and it's, you know what I mean. But that's how guys get gigs. Hey, don't listen to him. I'm just as good as he is, but I'm not gonna stab you in the back like he would. So what do you say? Iron Maiden, I love Iron Maiden. Yeah. Was And I think that's where Scorpions got that. With Brett Brother. Yeah, I love Maiden. I loved Paul Diano too at Maiden. Bruce is a much better singer, but I loved Killers too. Bad Brad. Grim Reaper, hell yeah. Leatherwolf, Grim Reaper, all those Halloween. I that was all my shit, man. Run to the hills. I can't sing. Scorpion sound changed when they got into the Soldano. Yeah, Man of War. Yeah, they're Man of War. Yeah, I love Pantera too. Yeah, Manowar's Manowar. That's where Michelangelo Badio went to his Manowar, and I grew up playing with Donnie Hamzig, the original drummer. I was in a band called Raffin with Donnie Hamzig from Manowar when I was like fucking 14. Donnie's an incredible drummer, and I know Kenny Rhino Earl too. Kenny's a fucking nice guy too. I love. I grew up with Donnie, but Kenny is a fucking super nice guy. Like if I was in trouble, I can call Kenny, bro. I broke down. Can you come get me? Where you at, man? He'll drive 4 or 5 hours to help you out. That's how Kenny is for Manowar, the drummer. He's one of the nicest guys I know. There's a couple. Robert and Rudy Sarzo are two of the nicest guys I know. Robert especially. Robert is phenomenal. Patrick and Dave Spitz. Patrick from Ingve. I wouldn't, and again, I can play with whoever I want. These are guys that are friends of mine. They come to my house. We eat together. You know what I mean? If I don't, you have to be a really good friend for me to play with you anymore. It has nothing to do with your skill level, but they happen to be highly skilled. Some of them are legends. And but I need friends to play with now. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's about again, family first, friends second, and then music third. It has to be that way now. Ingve, yeah, Ingve's all right. He's got his moments. He's cocky, but he has his moments. Yeah, I can't play like Ingve no more. I tried to the other day. Remember? I tried. I can't do it. I can't do it no more. Yeah, I haven't played Ingve in forever. Shit. I used to be able to play a couple what was that one that he did above, below, off Black Star? I used to be able to play that. Islands in the Sun by Alcatraz with Ingve. I used to be able to play that. I haven't played any of those songs in forever. But they'll probably come to me tonight now that you mentioned it. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and then just be walking around and I remember it now. It's like Scorpions. I half of the stuff I don't remember. Like Blackout. I remember the first chord. Like I could remember that. Far Beyond the Sun, yeah. But and then you had what was it? Uh, Bad Dog Forever. Bad boys running wild. I forget all those. I like Matthias Jabs better too. Screwdriver from Great Britain. I don't know who that is. Ingve plays a lot for no. Yeah, he does this one all the time. The and then he'll switch that one sometimes with here. He likes to throw in that flat all the time. Let's see. Yeah, he likes the diminished ones. Yeah, so he'll mix them up. Like right here's where the diminish. He'll throw all those in one shot. Rainbow in the Dark. That's a great song. The diminished stuff is really good. You just have to be careful of it. But like again, if you look at your flat five, here, let me see. It's hard to do arpeggios on this. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What do I got over there? That's more like a fit. Oh, you know what? The other Jackson probably would do it pretty well. That has a flatter radius. This one, but probably like this one would be all right to do it. This is more like a Strat. Oh, the TV went out. Let's see. This is more like a Fender. Let's see. So like if you're here. Man, I'm out of tune. There you go. Man, I forgot how good this one sounds. Man, they gonna get me sweeping again. Yeah, I need a 70s Strat. I don't have one. Frank Gambale. I can't do Frank. Frank's too complicated. Frank does a lot of cool stuff though. He showed me this. He's the one that showed me this one. He's really good at it. I suck where he's. And there's another one he did too. Let me think of that. Man, wait, hold on. What was that one? Andy Timmons showed me a crisscross one once. But Frank did one like. Something like that. Which guitar has the most pleasing vibrato to my ears? That's tough too. Probably the Kiesel. Oh, all those solid state amps back in the days, like Dimebag used, yeah. Yeah, Ted had really cool vibrato. Michael Schenker. Yeah, Schenker was solid too. Larry Carlton was a beast too. Ted had a weird vibrato though. Wait. How's Paralyzed go? Shit. Man, I forget all these songs. I can't do Ted's vibrato. Maiden, yeah. I played some earlier. I, you know. I better listen to you. Deer Creek, I fucking dumped my fucking soda in the Kemper. It still works. Beck or Clapton? I gotta go with Clapton. Although I love Beck. Adrian Smith, yeah, he's a fucking great guitar player. Now he's a nice fucking guy. I don't know why he was working with Richie Kotzen because he can be a prick. You love me nevertheless. I guess Richie's okay as long as you don't bring your wife or your girlfriend around her. Those are hard to do. It sucks if you're not warmed up. You got to be careful doing that kind of weird stuff like that. Is it Friday night in Florida? Nah, dude, I got so fucking bored. There was nothing to do. It's fucking pouring here. Let me fix my chair. It started pouring here in Florida for like the last 3 or 4 days, and I was supposed to go do some stuff, and I couldn't do it. So I ended up here in the studio. I'm like, what am I gonna fucking do tonight? Think I'm good. Think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah, Richie Kotzen's a prick. What's very low volume? My guitar? What's up, Vinny? Now, Vinny, that's Godspell. Vinny's been with me. Vinny could tell you. Oh, my mic? The microphone? Let's see. Check. Check. How about now? Now can you hear me? Check. Now you can hear me. The guitar's low? Ah. There you go. Now it's better. Now we're jamming. Dude, I'm still not warmed up. My hands are stiff. Yeah, Vinny's a good friend of mine. He's been when Sandra from Expose, she had an aneurysm on the side of the road. He was with me when the Expose camp called me. Yeah, he was like, so like certain friends of mine have heard certain conversations over the years. Vinny's one of them. But me and Vinny are like brothers. That's so Vinny, the one that says Godspell Ronan. He's the one that grew up with Brad Stewart and Jason Todd from Shinedown. He grew up with those guys. So like when I heard Beato talk about Shinedown, I knew it was a fake. I knew because Vinny introduced me to Shinedown through the Shinedown guys through Brett Scallions with Fuel, and I knew Abby who had married Brett, and so Abby Jeanette is Robbie Jeanette's little sister, who was the keyboard player in Saigon Kick, which is from Coral Springs. Yeah, that was a fucked up moment for me. when you're they're not loose yet, but they my hat matches my guitar. They're still stiff. Now they're still stiff. All right, man. You take it easy, brother. Do I still have a 2-inch white belt? Yeah. I'm a white belt. If I'm trying to play fast, it could take me 10, 20 minutes. The other night, my hands got really loose. When my hands start to sweat, white boots. Oh, the white boots. Do I have any white boots? I got snakeskin boots. I got leg warmers. You too, Vinny. Are you teaching tonight? I got fuzzy boots in the thigh-high leather boots. No, I don't have those. So Vinny, the guy that you guys saw Godspell Ronin, he works with American Top Team. He's how I knew Mike Brown and Kimbo Slice and those guys. Vinny's the real deal in the martial arts world. He also trains. He used to train FBI guys and Secret Service guys jiu-jitsu. Vinny's the real deal. Oh, it's getting there. Dove Cry? No. I don't remember that one either. Do I prefer legato or alternate picking? I like both. I like to mix them. So, like, you can see sometimes I might pick it. But I also like the sound of legato. It just depends. It just depends. But I think having a balance of both is really good. I recommend having a balance. White guitars rule. Gold hardware. Yeah, it always wears off. Hey, Deer Creek, did you ever see the guitar I have with it's all 24 karat gold plated? The handmade one? I got a guitar with real gold plated hardware. I should pawn that shit and get the money for the gold. Yeah. It's heavy. Here, I could play it real quick. It's a custom. It's 1 of 30 handmade. So there's only 29 others in the world. I got one of them. I'll show you. It's heavy. It's mirrored. It's the Gibson Killer. Here, let me pull it over the cables just so I don't get tangled up. Don't want to knock stuff over. I hear my kid playing piano. Damn, that sounds good. So I got number 12. It's these are handmade out of California by Minaric. There's only 30 of them in the world. I got number 12. The Lizzie, I put it away. And listen to the tone, how clear. This fucking outplays a Les Paul any day of the week. But this is all the knobs, the tailpiece, everything. That's all 24 karat gold plated. The color? What, this thing? Yeah, it's all mirror. It's all real mirror. This thing weighs a fucking ton, though. And all like it's got like all gold tuners. It's all 24 karat gold. I should bring this motherfucker to Nashville. Y'all, I'm right here. You got me right here. I got the look. I got the guitar. Let me get it. Yeah, it's a cool guitar. Let's see. I could blind the ladies. Yeah. You know, I just watched a documentary on Eric Carr. What a fucking Gene and Paul are some shitbags, aren't they? They took all his rights away from the records and stuff. Same with Ace and Peter. Holy shit. What a shame, that Eric Carr story, man. What's up, Sean? Knock. All right, Dare Creek. Now my fingers are starting to get loose now. And the neck pickup. Let's see what the neck. I don't remember the neck. So here's a weird thing. This is handmade. This is one of 30. How come this ain't 500 grand? This is way cooler than a fucking 59 Les Paul. What am I using to shoot the live streams? Ancient Chinese secret. Cow gong. No, I'm my phone. I'm running my I'm running everything into my Soundcraft mixer, which has Midas preamps. That's all going into the Scarlett, and the Scarlett is also into the phone. So everything you get in the video and everything from the Scarlett from the mixer. And I'm not running through a cab. I'm running direct. Direct. Kemper right into the board. Yeah, just direct. It's AI, bro. What you see isn't real. I'm AI. The guitar's AI. The whole channel is it's all fake. It's all AI. Let's see if I can do the other one. See, now I'm warmed up. Mr. Night Owl, good evening, sir. You're late? It's alright. I wasn't planning on doing one. I was fucking bored, didn't have nothing to do. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was like, let me do a live stream. Just to waste some fucking time. Went to the spine doctor. Wasn't good. I got to go back Friday. Trying to read my own reports while I ain't in the fucking room. I'm like, Jesus. The Guitar Grimoire books? Yeah, I've read some of those. They're interesting. They're a little odd, but they're interesting. I like chord books. Like you can see, I have chord charts. I have a bunch. I love getting into chords, even though the problem is when you're doing like pop and the pop country stuff, you're very limited because they're looking for certain sounds, and with those certain sounds, you you can layer, but they don't want like weird stuff. You know what I mean? I think so. I got 6 bulging discs. Yeah, I think the other issue is the nerves. They don't know. They're talking about hooking me up to electrodes to every nerve in my body to find the bad nerves and do something with them. I don't know how that fucking works, but that kind of sounds scary to me. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Hooking fucking electrodes to all your nerves. Yeah, that sounds shitty, right? That doesn't even sound good. Do I need something hooked to my arm, fucking with my nerves, with my left arm or my right, and then I'm not able to play guitar? Like, what can that fuck you up? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't trust anything with nerves and spine fucking doctors. I just don't. It's scary as fuck. My dad had some issues. I don't know. It just sounds weird to me. Neuralink? Now that I'm playing this guitar, this might be the best playing guitar I own. Even best sounding. Yeah, it sounds like some Franken shit, right? I'll sell you all the heavy Les Pauls for pennies on the dollar. I can start with this one, right? I would have to change the neck pickup, I think, though. These are the stock pickups. I don't even know what the fuck they are. They call them tone something. You're having a new guitar day tomorrow? What'd you get? I'm still waiting for the Joe Wentz project. He got that BC Rich gunslinger. Because I saw him playing a black one. I said, "Did you get a black one?" He's like, "No, the green one's coming." So I'm waiting to see his green one. The rock star. Do you have any Les Pauls? No. No, I don't have any. You know, my kid. Hey, what's up, Devin? My kid found this guitar at a guitar center, stuck in a corner, used. fucking crazy. My kid found this. It's a custom Mineric. They only made 30 of these. All the gold on there is 24 karat gold. It's all 24 karat gold plated. All of it. Crazy, right? I probably shouldn't even be playing it, to be honest. Shouldn't probably be playing it. Right? See if Firefly can replicate that one. Man, that's the only thing about this short belt. The jack is mounted here. Still out. Where is it out at? Hard to do that on a floating bridge, huh? Greeting from New Zealand. What's up, man? Oh, you're at work, brother? Nice. Do I have any Ibanez's? Yes. I don't have them in here, though. I got some RG anniversaries, and I got some Steve Vai guitars. Oh, you're looking for the Jakey Lee? I'm interested in that one, too. Starting to sound like you, too? How's that go? There it is. Man, I forgot that song, too. Does it? I don't know if that's coil tapping. I can't tell. You know what's funny? I can shred better on my Les Pauls than I can on some of these other guitars. I don't know why. The necks are thinner this way. They're a little thicker, but they're thinner. That's funny you just said that. Not really. The 12, what is it? The 1216 or something is nice. But like some of them, it just depends what it is. Like my EVH is pretty nice as well. But like I don't want to mess that one up. The uh, the PRS has a nice neck, but it's a little baseball batty. But I don't know if that's why I like it. You know, the Kiesel's really nice. I do like the Strat. I like a Fender Strat neck too. Like the Prodigy necks are really nice. I don't know what the radius is on those. You know, but like on this gold top here, this is an odd guitar because I don't really know what it is. I just saw it and I liked it and I played it and I was like, holy shit! This has a different sound. It's like thicker. It's a lot cleaner. Oh, you got the EVH, the Japanese white one? Oh yeah, yeah, those are really cool. Now, what's funny about this is when I cut the cap off of my EVH, dude, cut the tone cap off of that EVH. It'll make that guitar sound crazy good. The EVH is my purple one. I was gonna get rid of it until I cut the cap off. When I cut the cap off the tone cap completely off, this sounds really thick now. It's like really clear now. Almost has like a Les Paul sound. This is actually... I've been playing this guitar a lot. Man, can I do that anymore? No. Ooh, shit. I gotta practice that again. Yeah, you take that tone. Somebody told me on my channel. They said cut the tone cap. Hey, how are you feeling? Thank you, thank you. I've been a little sick, but it's really crappy air. About a tune again? Yeah, it sounds really good. The guitar when you cut the tone caps out. Musical. You're. She's all the way from Australia, I believe, right? Did I? Is it Australia? I think you're in Australia, right? She's got a really cool channel. If you want to see her, she plays piano. She's awesome. She does like cool like stuff on piano, like rock songs and stuff. Updates in the band. Yeah, I just reached out to Oni Logan. So I'm trying to get Oni Logan, Matt Kramer, along with Terry from XYZ, and Jeff Blando on guitar, along with me and Dave Spitz. I just reached out to Oni today. And me, Oni, and Matt go back. We're all childhood friends. It's really hard. I almost had Tim Ripper Owens. He's like, man, I would love to do that. Yep, Australia. Yeah, check out the musical 12. She's got some cool stuff. Did you do an Iron Maiden cover on piano? I know you did some Van Halen stuff. It's really cool stuff. You could always move here to Nashville. Do Van Halen Nashville style. We grew up in South Florida. Yeah. Tony, you're in Australia too, right? So you got fellow musicians out there from Australia watching. That's fucking cool as fuck. Yeah, the so we had growing up we had Rock City Angels. We had the Sarzo brothers out of Miami. We had Oni Logan. We had Ray West with Spread Eagle here. Matt Kramer. We had Lanier. We had Taylor Dane, Stevie B, Expose My Band. There were so many people that came out of here. Now we have Joe Perry lives here, like 10 minutes from my house. Nico McBrain lives 5 minutes from my house. There's so many fucking people here. Oh, New Zealand. Hawaiian pizza. I gotta get my kid to try some Hawaiian pizza. He loves pizza. I don't. Does he like pineapples though? It's like L.A. Yeah. Man, who else came out of here? Ricky Martin, Miami Sound Machine. Um, Prince lived here for a while. Um, Paul Stanley lived here, and Gene Simmons lived here. Dee Snider lived here. Dee Snider's wife's sister ran the Margate Rec Center when I was a kid. Van Halen, Hollowed by Their Name. Oh, you did that? And Dragon Force on piano? Holy shit. Nice. Yeah, check out her channel. Check some of that stuff out. It's awesome. Oh, you lived in LA when you were in the 70s? Yeah, when I lived out there, it was like around 80, 82, 83 to around 86. And then 87, I was signed with Expose. Dragon Force. I'm going to. Jerry Springer. Oh, really? In Sarasota? Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Jerry Springer lives here. The King of Queens guy lives here. Adam Sandler lives here. John Bon Jovi's living full time here now. Eric Clapton, yeah. Hawaiian 77. Yeah, my buddy Josh, who would play with River Phoenix, he lives in Hawaii now. One of my good friends that I grew up. You think Nashville would be the last place you'd go with the internet? Why move to get found? Yeah, it makes no sense. You know, the problem what I see out there is these kids can play, but they got no showmanship. They got no look, no showmanship. You know, they don't stick out. They don't. It's one thing to play like a professional, but you got to act like a professional. You got to walk like a professional. You got to look like a professional. You got to carry yourself in a manner that makes people, when you walk into the room, people go, "Oh, that's the guitar player," or "He's in the band." When you walk into a room in a bar and they go, "Hey, John," "Oh no, I thought you were my buddy." That's an issue. Wearing t-shirt and flip-flops. You know what I mean? Oh, in Seattle, 89 to 99. Yeah, I was just saying, I never played Seattle or like Alaska. What's up, John? You're not late. I was bored, brother. I just late. I was fucking bored. I was like, yeah, what am I gonna do? I'll just go on and play. Man, I forget that too. Scott Baio lives here now. Yeah. You're from Cleveland? Oh, Cleveland Angora. Yeah. Yeah, the Angora. Do you remember a band out there called Paris? Paris used to play the Cleveland Angora too. I was friends with the guitar player. There was a band called Paris out in Cleveland. Guitar YouTube is Revenge of the Nerds in real life. Kind of. And they all think they know what the fuck they're doing. That's the problem. I'm like, there's a million fucking guitar players in Nashville, and you guys all play fucking good. But that's not where the best guitar players are. I don't have to go to Nashville to record for a label. I do it right here. No, I never had the FM9. I had the FM3. Yeah, I still have that. I just think that the Kemper sounds so much. I'm not gonna say it sounds so much better. It's their cab IRs sound better than the fractal IRs, but I know you can get better fractal IRs now and stuff. But I played fractal for fucking 10 years. It's hard. I had switched to Kemper when it first came out, but I didn't know how to use it. Yeah, those kids all think that they got it made out in Nashville, like they're gonna be famous. Do you know how hard it is to become famous? It's like getting hit by lightning. It's like 1 in a million. So you gonna move out to Nashville where you don't where I mean, if you're gonna move into a cesspool like that, you better be really fucking good and you better look really fucking good and you better have the best gear and you better carry yourself so that you do get noticed. And A&R people aren't gonna come into these fucking shithole bars and look for guitar players. They're gonna put an audition call out. I can get that. I can call friends in Nashville and go, "Hey man, is anyone looking for a guitar player out there?" No, fractal's not changeable on the gig. It's hard. That's why I like the Kemper, bro. Everything is right on the face. I can control the noise gate right there, the delay, the reverb. I can. It's like having an amp running. That's a funny song. Yeah, Nashville's in trouble when Beyonce. When yeah, 100% agree with you. When you can buy your way in to Nashville because now it's on the take. It's all about money. Nashville was about purity and keeping those values to the country music. Now that they see a market, it's been tainted, and once it gets tainted like that, it's garbage. I agree with you 100%. And that's why I like jazz and I like classical. It's not marketable, so it's never going to get tainted. You got to be really good at your craft and play it. But are you going to draw? Well, if I get three naked girls behind me on stage while I play jazz licks, it'll draw. You know what I mean? You got to have a gimmick, even in a jazz band, to get people out there. And I think if you're playing jazz, it's really technical or classical. There's like a borderline in attracting uh, men and women to the same show. I think there's a fine line in doing that with not being tacky or yeah, exactly. You know that, Deer Creek. You live out there. You can work from your house. You got a pro studio in your house. I got one here. It's they send you the track. I fucking dump it in. I re-record it, redo this, redo that. I fucking send it right back. I send the track full, and then I send all the parts separate, like they sent it to me. You know how it works. Hey man, can you do it here? We're gonna take the guitar track off. Can you redo the track? Yeah, sure. Can you send us the track without your part? Separate, and let us, be able to put it in there, so they have the ability to take parts in and out. It's an easy way to work. And then you don't have somebody over your back. And the studios love it because they're not pay. They pay you, but you're not under pressure because you only got an hour booking time because the next person's coming in. Yeah, yeah. That's 100% true. Jazz and classical, it's the purest. Yeah, and I love it, but there's no money in it, and I don't know if I can. It's I'd look a little goofy running around playing jazz chords, like acting like I'm putting the guitar through the stage. There was a cool band though from out of UK. I forgot what they were called. The Jazz Punks of Acid or something. They were really cool. Rock. Yeah. Play three chords for thousands of people. Jazz play thousands of chords for three people. Yeah. You ever heard of School of Rock? What do you think of it? That's borderline for me. I like the idea of what they're doing. They just they need to kid they need to keep the kids out of bars where it's for adults. Even if they put on shows, they should rent a hall or something. They don't need to bring kids into smoke-filled drinking bars where people are trying to enjoy themselves like on a Saturday afternoon watching a football game and then you got kids playing. It's not for kids. No sexy girls on my channel. We're all good old fashioned people who play with soul. Never stop. Yeah, I agree. Eagles of Death metal band. My lunch? What this? It's my hair tie. It's a hair tie. My lunch on the camper. That's a hair tie, bro. What did I have for lunch? I had a Slim Jim. I had to go to the doctor. So after the doctor, I had a Diet Coke and a Monster Slim Jim. And then I came home, took a shower, did the video really quick, watching these country kids who got really obnoxiously arrogant with me. And then I went to get my kid, that's when it started raining cats and dogs again. And then I came back, and I was supposed to go do some stuff, and I ended up on here with you guys. Lunch of Champions. Could have been worse. It could have been some old white stuff from back in the day. I'll never forget Eddie Van Halen's when he had that plastic thing come over to the mixer. Had the mirror on there and everything. Fucking, I was like, the fuck? Last in Line. That was a great song too. I don't remember how to play that. I know Oni sang in that. I think didn't Oni Logan sing in Last in Line band? He sang in a Dio tribute thing. I got to see how he's doing now. See if he wants to do some old Lynch Mob. I don't know Lynch Mob stuff. I forget it. I remember the Doc and stuff, but not the Lynch stuff. Yeah, same for me. And I grew up on the country stuff like the Bo Cephas, Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings was a big part of my household. My dad listened to country. We had horses and stuff, but Waylon Jennings, and my uncle that I take care of, that's all he watches, old country westerns. Yeah, country has changed so dramatic. They don't even dress it anymore. Remember Hee Haw? What happened to Levi jeans and a pair of boots with the scarf? Checkered scarf. It's all fucking gone. Marty Robbins. Oh, yeah, he was great too. Man, he looked great as he got older too. He never like aged. Marty. Yeah. Now, like all the new country, it's all about money and stuff. It's horrible. And what they're doing is they're taking these social media kids, like this Blake Witten, and they're throwing. He didn't even like. He's 20 years old and he hasn't performed for people, and now you're throwing him on opening up for like Morgan Wallace in a fucking arena tour, and the kid's like froze on the mic. He has no idea what he's doing. You didn't hire anybody to help him or coach him on a live performance. It's horrible. They're going to kill country music that way. Like, flat into the ground, nail it. Johnny Paycheck. Holy shit. Yeah, Tanya Tucker and all them. Loretta Lynn, Conway. I'll tell you, I just watched another documentary on Linda Ronstadt. Did you know she was the one that helped put the Eagles together? I had no fucking idea. She was friends. I think she was sleeping with Glenn. And then they were all in her band at one time. Glenn Campbell, yeah. Oh, the prices, yeah. When you were looking for the engineering. Yeah, they were like a basic backup band. They were all in her band at one time. She helped. She was the one going out finding them all. Wasn't like they were working for it. They all just kind of met through her. How crazy is that? The stories that come out, right? It's like what's his name? Barry Manilow was a backup singer to Barbra Streisand. Bruno Mars was a songwriter for most of the major labels. He's like Bruno Mars is like the modern day Desmond Child. Yeah, I was, see, I was 18, 19. I was about 20 when that happened to me too. But you gotta remember, I was already at GIT in front of all these fucking great guitar players. So getting up on a stage like that. And then I toured with Racer X, opening up for Racer X. So like he was doing bigger clubs at the time. So like I already had stage experience that way. Yeah, Barry. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty good. I thought. Bette Midler too. I didn't know that. He's Bruno Mars is the most downloaded artist. He's a very fucking talented guy. Very talented. I. It's amazing how a lot of people aren't known. I just watched America's Got Talent, where the girl who sang in one of the movies, one of the biggest hits of our time, and they never knew that it was who she was. Yeah, Racer X. Yeah. So I was in a band called Roxanne for a while with Jamie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I yeah, like I didn't plan on doing this. And it's already 10. I don't even know when I came in here. I can feel my legs though. They're starting to probably in about 15 minutes is most more I could do. Most more? I can't even fucking speak right. I need to go back to school. The most more? The fuck are you saying, Chris? Some funny shit on this channel. The most more. The fuck are you talking about, bro? I don't know. The most more. Upcoming 4, 8, 10 p.m. The Ball Shredder. That guy cracks me up. The Ball Shredder. You guys watch The Ball Shredder? Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, 11:45. Holy shit. I think I'm gonna do another live stream maybe around 9 on Friday. Am I keeping you up? What's that say? Prince was selling 200,000 albums on his own, making a killing. Troy Grady, yeah. He was good too, man. Damn. Deer Creek, you got some names in there. I like the Bald Shredder. I don't know why. He's a nice guy. I like him. I mean, he shills hard for those guitars. But I mean, good for if that's what he likes. The thing I like about him is he shills only those guitars. He's not shilling every fucking guitar. The guitar that it's like me, the guitar that replaced all my guitars, and then you see me play it like once in the year, and then the rest of the time you see me play a Les Paul. That's why I love watching these guys that are social media guys go and then you watch them play live and they have nothing from their channel. It's all stuff that, you know what I mean? Neo. Oh yeah, I'll have to check him out. Thanks, Tony. There's a couple people I watch. Philip McKnight's pretty good. Dylan Talks Tone. I like him. He's honest about stuff. Um, and I do watch the Beato with the Stanley Jordan. I'll watch. And I'll go on other channels just to see. Like Bad Brad. He stole the thing and made it a video about it about the whole Satriani. I was talking about how singers are an important part of drawing a crowd and keeping the attention. You can only play so many licks before people get bored. It's even for me, like you guys can get bored of me easy. Those guys can't. PK. Oh, some of them. Yeah, they really can't. Yeah, they really can't play. But I like their commentary on what they talk about. But again, it's you know I like watching guys that are honest about some of the stuff they shill. Like the Retros that shill everything. Hey, it's bullshit. Like, um, and there are certain guys that I like. Watching amps and stuff. There are some play like if I'm gonna watch somebody because of they play. I'm gonna watch like Alex Hutchings or a Marshall Harrison or a Stratton. Somebody that can play. Yeah, I only watch Beato's interviews if he has someone in there, just to see, what they've been up to. No, no, I'm all right for maybe like maybe 10, 12 more minutes. The trilogy guy, Trogley, yeah, Hutchin, yeah, Alex did all those. Now Alex, I know he's a good player. He's better than me, so I can't talk shit about him. Alex, what are you doing? But I loved Alex's legato. He's got that nice flowy. He's got a nice flow to him. Yeah, the Beato Lukather stuff. And a lot of people gave me shit about the NDAs, and now Lukather came out and said about all the credits that he didn't get, which is funny. I'm like, no shit. I say about that and talk about that, and I'm a liar. And then when somebody like Lukather, oh, he didn't get credit for that, and he didn't sign this, and he signed that, and it's like, dude, Reba, yeah, he's interesting too. He did lose a lot of weight. He must be on Ozempic. It's either that or the war over there has really gotten to them. Yeah, it's a great time to be alive as far as equipment. Yeah, it's a shitty time to try to make it because it's so dictate. You know what's happened? All these companies have condensed and consolidated, and they really have a hold on the industry. Like I said, Pershing Square owns Google and Alphabet Inc. that owns Universal Music and YouTube, and then they're in bed with Tencent from China that owns Spotify and all the gaming, and they all work together, and it's a close market. And then you look at like Rhett Shull's dad. He's third in line at AT&T that owns StreamWorks and Comcast and this and all the streaming, and they got a tight hold on a lot of companies, and that's how the record label industry has become. A lot of labels own other labels. Like I was on Arista. I got bought by Atlantic. Atlantic bid on my band and lost, and ended up with us anyway for pennies on the dollar. Oh yeah, Frog Leap. I remember seeing Reba before, like he was anybody, and then he went on Anderton's. He's a good player, Reba, and he seems like a good. I don't want to call him a kid because he's older now, but and he ditched Chapman guitars and that whole shit. Yeah. And that was another thing with Lee Anderton. He wasn't honest about the amps and shit. He got caught too. he At least he apologized, right? I wonder what will happen if when the power goes out. Users will have to play non-electric. Real return to learning instruments with no AI. Wouldn't that be something? Oof. Yeah, because like even my kid, like he was out there playing keyboards. I taught, and so my kid has to do some things in school. So I taught him how to play Bohemian Rhapsody on piano. Because I play piano. It's my first instrument. I'm not as good anymore because I had surgery on my hands, so my fingers are crooked, so it's a little hard for me. But like I taught him Bohemian Rhapsody, and I could see he was frustrated, and he wanted to be able to do it in one day. And I'm like, listen, it takes a long time, and you got to devote yourself and practice. Yeah, Reba. What I like about Reba's playing is his phrasing. He doesn't do anything crazy. He's just got really nice phrasing. And then he might do a run. Like he knows how to put it together. So like if he's down, like he'll throw in like a part here and there. He's really good. Now my hands are getting tight again from not playing. Almost had a new lick. Technical keynotes current too. Yeah, I don't like that female drummer. She sits behind the pocket instead of driving them. I rather, I don't mind a female, but I rather have somebody that drives the band as a drummer. You're the engine. You're the locomotive. You got to drive that band. Like a Steve Smith would have been great. Portnoy is good. He would have been good, but man, like a Tommy Aldridge, he drives the band. Rush needs a driving drummer. Oh, Dan, those guys are hilarious. I do watch that too. The pedal show, the pedal guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to bail too, Paul. It's always a pleasure for me too, man. I'm getting tired myself. All right, everybody. I gotta get up early. What's tomorrow for me? Thursday. It's Thursday in Australia. It's gonna be Thursday for me in 5 minutes. Oh no, an hour. What am I saying? 10:55. I got fucking 2 hours and 5 minutes before my time change. He wants to be a lawyer or a judge, but I think he's gonna be an architect. He loves to draw. My mom was an artist. Night. Yeah, again, check out a musical 12. She's got some cool stuff on piano, like some Maiden and stuff and Halen. It's cool as shit. All right, Tony. Fur dog. No, no good news on the back surgery shit. I got to go back Friday. Maybe Friday I'll fill you guys in on all of it after they look at it again. Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. It's always fun. I learn stuff too. It's the best way. You know what I mean? You gotta. That's how everybody learns. You gotta have conversation, right? You know, truthful conversation. All right, bird dog. Let me put this up before I drop stuff. And maybe Friday we'll talk about the industry. We'll get into more detailed industry stuff. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. It's always a pleasure. Um, it's an honor and pleasure to talk with you as much as it is for you guys learning from me. Um, like I said, we're just all people, man. We all just want to learn. I learn stuff from you. You learn stuff from me. It's a win-win. It's a fucking win-win. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night.